A Bounty on Barrows, Chapter 2, A Tale of Two Souls, Part 1, narrated by Connor Baldridge, the visionary behind the project. Matthew awakens from his sleep. Looking around, he can see he's in an unfamiliar place. It looks to be some sort of hideout. He tries to get out of his bed, but can't, because he's strapped to it. Matt sees his stump and realizes what happened earlier was not a nightmare. He hears a door creak open. He glances over to see Deathstroke standing at the door. "So, I guess you captured me to finish the job, huh? Why didn't you kill me while I was asleep? You want me to beg for mercy? If so, He gets cut off by Deathstroke. "Not exactly." Deathstroke approached him. He took a long look at Matt's stump. "Shit, I really did a number on you, didn't I?" Matt didn't respond, and he didn't expect Matt to. "I saved you, Matt. I went back after the dust settled to find the house on fire. I couldn't find your arm, nor could I find Wally's family." Matthew was confused. Why did you come back for me? I don't understand." He was lost for words. "Because, Matthew," Deathstroke takes off his mask, "I am you." Deathstroke's face was practically identical to Matthew's. "What? But how?" Again he was cut off by Deathstroke. "My code name was Liquid Matthew. After you were exiled from your clan for not feeding the cattle in 15 seconds, they realized you were their most powerful ninja. The only person who could take your place was a clone. Me. I was to be the perfected version of you. That was their goal. And I was. But they kept me in the dark through all of it. After a few years of slavery, I began to question myself. The answers they gave me just didn't add up. So I dug deeper, and in the process I discovered I was just a clone made in a test tube. I went AWOL after finding out why I existed and who I was. That's when I took up the mantle of Deathstroke. I was intent on finding you and maybe killing you, but slowly I've come to terms with what I am. So now I only needed to tell you all of this." Matthew was dumbfounded. He felt a surge of emotions. He felt betrayed by his clan, the people he was loyal to his entire life, only for him to be replaced. "I can't believe this. I was replaced." "Yeah. Well, imagine how I felt discovering my life was a lie." Liquid turned away, staring at himself in a mirror. The door cracked open, and in came Abby, Matthew's partner. "I came as soon as Liquid told me he found you." "Wait, you knew about him all this time, and didn't tell me?" "Yes, I knew you wouldn't react well to him. You would have tried to hunt him down and kill him if I were to tell you. It was better for him to explain. Trust me." Matt went silent, still trying to process all of this. Anyways, Abby set a doctor's bag on the bedside drawer next to him. She pulled various tools and, most importantly, a robotic arm from the bag. "Since Liquid couldn't retrieve your arm, I had to pull a few strings in the black market to get a hold of this baby." She grabbed Matt's stump and lined it up with the arm. "Ah, a perfect fit." She looked to Matt, seeing the sorrow and confusion in his eyes. "Hey, we'll get through this together. We always do." She leans in and they share a passionate kiss. "Ew, come on dude, fucking cooties." "So, let's get your new arm fixed up, okay?" She smiled. "Fucking epic, dude," Matt responds with a sly smirk. After about 30 minutes, the operation is finished. Matt gets out of his bed and bends his new robotic fingers. Cool, he whispers to himself. Liquid steps into the room as Abby puts her tools back into the bag. Is the operation finished? He asked. Yeah, he should be good to go, she remarked. Good. Now come on, we need to discuss our plans going forward. He pulled both of them into his room of operations. So, we need to team up and get Wally back and safe. Why? Asked Matt. He's a degenerate scumfuck. Abby nodded. Yeah, and why would anyone capture his dumbass anyway? Liquid looked down and shook his head. Listen, whether you guys like it or not, Wally has an importance, a potential for destruction on a major scale. Right now, we need to rescue him. Got it? Liquid said, frustrated with both of them. They both went silent. Okay, go ahead and tell us the plan then, Matt said. So, before Aaron's van left, I shot a tracker onto it. I've been tracking it, and it seems to have stopped at a gas station between Bartlesville and Tulsa. I know the place, Matt chimes in. Me and Connor used to meet there before. Matt cuts himself off, not wanting to bring back painful memories. I know the place, and how to get there. So, we'll take them by surprise then? Abby says. Exactly, says Liquid. Well, let's get to it then, Matt exclaims, still not at all excited to save Wally. Who would be, honestly? Part 2. Wake up, Wallace. Wally wakes up in a daze. He looks around. He can faintly see a figure to his right. He jumps in fear and quickly sobers up, remembering that he's handcuffed. The figure is hooded and wearing a mask underneath. His hands firmly wrapped around what appears to be a Sten, a gun from the World War II era. Hey, he's awake, the figure says. Wally looks over and can see two figures in the front seats. Aaron looks over his seat and says, Morning, partner. I must have hit you too hard. You were asleep for a good minute there. Either that, or you're a pussy. The three villains share a quick chuckle. Now, we're gonna stop for some gas. If you won't play nice, Scout there is gonna beat yo to a bloody mess. Wally can feel Scout glare at him with pure disdain, even through his mask. Wally pisses himself slightly. He feels the van coming to a stop. The driver steps out of the vehicle while Aaron unholsters his revolver to aim at Wally's still oddly shaped head. After about a minute of eerie silence, it's broken by a shout. Fuck! We got a problem here, Aaron! Aaron quickly hops out of the van to see what's the commotion. Wally is left with Scout, whose Sten is now aimed at him, his finger on the trigger. Part 3. A not-so-stealthy rescue. There's the van, Liquid points out to the others. Abby, Matt, and Liquid are stationary on the roof of the gas station. They see a man step out of the van and approach the gas station. This guy is mine. I'll take him on his way out. Matthew prepares himself to drop on the unsuspecting foe, unsheathing his katana. As soon as he hears the door open, he jumps, landing straight upon his prey. He prepares to stab, but is stopped as he sees his face. Kobe? It was his old friend, whom disappeared after the Great War. Kobe headbutts the confused Matthew and kicks the stunned assassin off of him. Fuck! We got a problem, Aaron! Kobe shouts. Aaron hops out of the van and unholsters his other revolver, while Colby pulls out a double-barreled shotgun. Damn it, Matt. Why do I always have to save you? Abby whispers to herself. Liquid, I'll handle the cowboy. You get Wally out of the van. Liquid nods his head and sneaks back into the darkness. Abby power jumps off the roof and in front of the cowboy. Colby, I would never think you would stoop so low. A hired gun, really? You were a distinguished soldier, Matt shouts, seething with anger. The Great War changed me, Matt, and now I see what people are capable of. All I know is violence. This gig suits me and pays well. Then you are lost, Matt shouts, charging with his katana. Kobe dodges to the side and grabs Matt by the collar as he passes him. Kobe throws Matt through the glass door of the gas station. Matt quickly hops back on his feet and sees Kobe take aim and fire. Matt spins his katana in front of him, deflecting each pellet. He rushes forward before Kobe is able to fire his second shot. Matt swings his katana up, slicing off the barrel of the shotgun, and follows up with a quick kick to Kobe's abdomen. Kobe stumbles back in pain. He regains himself and tosses his now broken weapon to the side. Admit it, Kobe. You have no chance against me unarmed. Concede, and I will leave you unharmed, Matt says. Not a fucking chance, Sharpton. He rushes at Matt, his fist ready to strike. As he swings his fist, Matt grabs it with his robotic arm and crushes it. Kobe cries out in pain as his hand cracks from the pressure of Matt's. Matt swings his katana up, slicing Kobe's hand off. Kobe kneels in pain, gripping his bloody stump. Matt, not yet finished, grips Kobe's other hand and swiftly separates it from him. Kobe falls, unconscious from the pain. I gave you I gave you a chance to concede. You should have taken it, Matt whispers under his breath. Abby stands straight, blocking Aaron Black's path. Sorry, but you're not getting past me, cowboy. You best step out of the way, miss, if you know what's good for you. Try me. What the fuck? Try me, Abby says with a smirk. She loads her self-made shotgun. Aaron fires first, shooting a hail of bullets at Abby. Abby jumps to the side, dodging every bullet except one, which grazes her cheek, leaving a nasty gash. She doesn't notice this and fires at Aaron, who hides behind the van for cover. Abby realizes she can't shoot at the van for the risk of shooting Wally, even though she really, really wanted to. She hops on top of the van and fires a slug at Aaron, shooting a sidearm from his left hand. He looks up and fires as she jumps down, but the bullet gets stuck in her armor plating. She lands on Aaron, her boot on his neck. She picks him up with both hands and throws him into the van. His body shoots through both sides of the van and lands on the ground, knocked the fuck out. 5 minutes before this, Liquid approaches the back of the van while everyone is preoccupied and picks the lock. As he opens the door, he gets a hard kick to the face. He falls over and sees a figure looming over him. It drops down out of the van. He gets back up and unsheaths both katanas from his back. And you are? Liquid asks the figure, but gets nothing in response. The silent treatment. Okay. Liquid says as his foe cracks his knuckles. Liquid goes for an overhead strike with both katanas, but is parried by Scout, using his sten to block the blades. Scout then kicks Liquid's shins and shoves him to the ground. Liquid rolls back over and readies himself. Scout tosses his sten to the ground and unsheaths a K-bar knife from his foot. His boot. Not his foot. Fuck. Scout throws his K-bar at Liquid, which catches him off guard. The K-bar sticks into his shoulder and is followed up by a few quick jabs by Scout. Scout punches the knife deeper into Liquid's shoulder. Liquid yells out in pain. Liquid backs up and throws his katana in the air, which distracts Scout long enough for Liquid to plunge his other katana through Scout's chest. Scout makes no noise as he realizes what has happened. Liquid catches the other katana and shoves it up Scout's chin and through his skull. Liquid pulls both katanas out, leaving the open wounds to gush out blood. Scout drops to the cold, hard concrete. Liquid looks over to see his comrades have both won their battles. They both run over to him, and all three open the van door to reveal Wally, an incomprehensible, crying mess. Abby punches Wally in his stupid fucking face and knocks him out cold. All three carry Wally an unconscious Wally out of the van. And thus ends Chapter 2.